ambient temperatures around Chicago, 68 degrees and out here.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Iron J Moto and it is 9:43 in the morning and I am on my morning commute to the shop because I got work today. And I am back on Arianna Gromde and a few upgrades since you know, if you've been following me on Instagram, then you've seen some of the upgrades I've done so far already on Arianna Gromde. You know, I did the TST flush mount signals for the front, and I got some really cool LEDs for the rear, fender eliminator. I got gold levers now, bar end mirrors. Yeah. These little tan gummy grips from Vans. I put a little underglow kit so I could change the colors to like 16 different colors underneath the Grom. So it's pretty dope. But and if you can hear it, the M4 exhaust. Woo! Sounds amazing. It's got like a really deep tone. It's really throaty when you're like going really hard on the throttle, which is pretty much the whole time you're on the Grom. I figured I'd talk about, you know, can you commute on the Grom, you know what I mean? Because I obviously ride my Harley, the Iron, all the time, and sometimes I switch it up and I just truck around on this Grom, and it's definitely capable of commuting all over town because I've rode this thing, you know, I've had this thing for maybe what, 2-3 weeks maybe, and I've already put almost 500 miles down. It's definitely a fun bike too, so I really don't even care what anybody says, but, and especially with an exhaust, it just makes it more fun to just kind of like rev it up and make some noise all around town. But yeah, I've literally rode this thing all across town. I mean, I believe I'm pretty much topping out at 57, 58, 59, 60, tapping 60. So, you know, it's not bad. Oh, tapping 61 a little bit. But I can go pretty fast on this thing and zip around town, no problem. I feel like for me, since I'm, you know, I'm not big, so like my knees sit all the way over here, it's just easy for me to just hop on and, you know, navigate around town. And as you can see, you know, this is kind of like a little like highway street, and I'm passing cars, you know what I mean? Look at this. I feel like I only put like $5 or $6 or something, maybe even less, and I can ride all around town for days. And I have this thing pinned all the way down the throttle. So it's like for like $3 or $4, I can commute all around town. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, I feel cool as hell riding around on this thing. But yeah, you get super good gas miles, so I think it's perfect for commuting. I mean, for me, I can get this thing up to like 59, 60, and I feel like that's more than sufficient enough to ride around locally, do your commutes. Again, I live about 10 miles away from work, So it takes me like 20-25 minutes, like weaving in and out through traffic. It's a fun bike to commute on. So like I'm like 5'6", I weigh about like 125 pounds. You know, if you're like a bigger dude, I wouldn't recommend this thing at all. But for someone of my size and less, it's definitely a super fun bike. It's light, you hop on it, it's zippy enough, and yeah, I don't know. I think I feel like I recommend this for commuting easily. But if you're like a bigger dude, of course it's like a little bit impossible, you know? Being on the Grom and commuting though, especially like somewhere like here where there's like a bunch of construction, you definitely always got to be aware, got to be smart, make sure that people are noticing you. You know what I mean? I'm all the way up in lane position 1, making sure the car in front of me can see me, double checking to make sure there's a car behind me completely stopped. But yeah, you know, just like on any bike, you just got to be aware of your surroundings and make sure that you make yourself visible. But having this M4 exhaust makes it easy to be noticed. I mean, I feel like what makes it really awesome for commuting around town too is, yeah, it's like a light, extremely nimble bike to just like navigate around town in, that, you know what I mean? And it's like a little I mean, again, depending on how big you are, you know, I'm a smaller dude, I can get this thing to accelerate pretty fast and just kind of weave in and out of traffic, you know what I mean? So I think it makes it really easy to commute around town, for me, in my opinion. And you can kind of just like park anywhere pretty easily with this thing. Like sometimes I'll just like run by the store, park like way the hell in front, and then just keep it there. Yo, and this thing just makes commuting around fun. Like, you know, it's dope that I work at a motorcycle shop, but at the same time it still works. So like my little commute to work now becomes fun because, you know, you just get to zip around on this thing. Man, I just noticed I forgot to turn my signals off. That is one thing I'm adjusting to. You know, when I'm on the Harley, those turn signals turn off automatically, but then on here it's just like you got to make sure you turn them off. See, I've only had this bike for 485 miles, but from what I've, you know, researched and what I've seen people say is that these little bikes are super reliable. So I feel like another plus side to commuting on this, you know, at least during summer, is that these are way more easy to maintain than your car. So, you know, by all means, run this up to the ground, and if anything happens, it's got to be a little bit more easier to maintain this than your car. Look at that, just whipping through traffic. I mean, if it was legal here, I'm sure lane splitting in this thing would be easy around town, just to get up to the front and then just try to just power through that light. Alright, that about wraps up my commute, guys. Pulling up to the toy shop right now. Oh, we already got bikes out. Nice. I'm gonna park this up front so people think, oh wow, is that Grom for sale? Alright guys, thanks for joining me on my morning commute to work. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube, or like this video, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Till next time, peace.